Peace and hello to all. This is S.S.Oracle, Shadow and Soul Oracle. This is Savvy, sharing a message about relationship and the term situationship. Okay, like I posted this on my threads earlier, so y'all can check out my threads account. Go to the link on the homepage, and you'll see my threads link where I just mention it. But it's like people have a hard time with the word relationship and saying that they're in relationship or when they're with a person or dealing with a person. And I feel like it has to do with this term situationship, which is, really clever, really witty, really straight to the point when we understand, the complexities and complications and conflicts that we have in relationships. So we say, oh, you're just in a situation. And it's like, but a relationship is a situation. So, it's one of those human flaws where it's like we categorize and we generalize, and sometimes that works out for us and sometimes it doesn't. And I think this term situationship is one of the ones where it's like a detriment to our understanding of relationship, because people will not want to say they're in a relationship because they don't want it to seem serious. And I'm using air quotes, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, it is serious when you're in a relationship with a person, regardless of what you title it. If you're spending time with a person, if you're communicating with a person, if you're sharing intimate information, if you're sharing intimate space, if you're being physically intimate, you are in a relationship with a person. And to downgrade that as something else, or to not want to call it that because you don't want to have a connection, you see what I'm saying? Like, it kind of points to a unconscious aspect of the mind and understanding of what you even desire, because a relationship is definitely between people who spend time together and communicate together, period. So if you have issues with calling it that, we have to then get into understanding what your intent for connection is. Why are you even dealing with this person if you have a challenge or it's uncomfortable to call it a relationship? You know what I mean? We become more accountable at this point in understanding what the intent for connection is, because any connection you have that, again, you spend time and put energy into is relationship. Now, situationship, like I said, it's a cute, witty, clever terminology to have to understand the complications of relationship, but it's not something that's not a relationship. Like, there isn't relationships and situationships. No, there's only relationships. And we become accountable, become responsible when we start healing to understand the complexities and the complications that we face in relationships, so that we're not afraid to call it that. Despite having a title, platonic, romantic, business, partnership, whatever, it's still a relationship, and that needs to be understood. Peace.